Hello, this is ajhoge of Effortless English, and welcome to this podcast. During the last 3 weeks, I have been at a seminar, a training. I've been learning how to do NLP, which is a kind of psychology system, and I have been working to improve my public speaking. And perhaps like you, I want to improve my speaking. I want to improve my public speaking. I want to improve my teaching. And as I went through this 3-week course, a very intense course, I remembered back, many years ago when I first tried public speaking. I can remember the very first time. I was young. I was in my 20s. I was maybe 24 years old, something like that. And I took a public speaking course at that time, back when I was 24 years old. I can remember the very first time I had to stand up in front of the class. And the first time, we only needed to stand up and say our name and just talk about ourselves a little bit. Nothing difficult. But I remember as I was waiting to go up to speak, waiting for my turn, I got more and more nervous. I can remember just getting more and more nervous and kind of inside this tight feeling, and my breathing kind of got faster, and my voice got tight. And it kind of got higher. So I was talking more up in my nose, and so when I stood up, my throat was tight, and it was this hesitation. And I was talking in my nose. Hello, my name is AJ, and this is what I sounded like. So I finished. I sat down, and I felt bad. As maybe you have felt bad at times about your English speaking, and maybe you have felt very nervous and tight about your English speaking, about speaking English to someone else, maybe to a group, or even maybe just to one other person. And that's okay. That's normal. It happened to me when I first started. It's normal for that to happen. Fortunately, in the schools, they don't help you with that. So as I sat after my speech, I was angry with myself, honestly. I just, damn it, that was terrible. Right? I knew it was terrible. I knew I sounded horrible. So I was just, I was not happy. I was upset, angry at myself. God, why did I do that? Now, of course, that anger did not really help me. It motivated me a little bit. It did motivate me to keep working, keep trying to improve. So that is good. The problem was that the next time I gave a speech, I also did a bad job. And then, after only 2 weeks in the class, only 2 speeches, I began to want to hurry. What's wrong? I kept asking myself, why am I not getting better? I'm not getting better yet. I want to be better now. I want to get better. After only 2 weeks, I'm saying this to myself, why am I not better? The first time was bad, and now this time is bad again. When am I going to get better? So this is going through my head constantly. When am I going to get better? When do I get better? Constantly worrying and thinking about it. Wanting. The 3rd week, I gave another speech. It was better. And I still wasn't happy. I improved, and I still wasn't happy. I wanted to get better faster. I wanted to be perfect already after just 3 weeks. Of course, that was ridiculous. But eventually, as I watched other students in this public speaking class improve step by step, week by week, I got more and more excited. I started to realize, okay, maybe from 1 week to the next week, I will make a small improvement. But after 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 weeks, my total improvement is going to be really great. And then I got excited. Then I really started getting excited about this course. And so then when I needed to give my next speech at the next class, I got more excited and less nervous. And then the week after that, even more excited, even less nervous. And then finally, I gave one speech. I don't remember exactly which week, maybe week number 7, maybe week number 8. But I was waiting to go and speak to the class again. And I could feel that energy, my heart pumping. And I decided, this is just energy. If I worry about mistakes, then I will feel nervous and shy. But instead, when I focus on being excited, focus on doing a great job, focus on really communicating my story, my emotions, then that energy becomes excitement, right? It's the same energy in your body, heart beating, you feel all that in your body. Maybe your hands are shaking a little bit. Well, if you think about negative stuff, then you become very nervous. It's terrible. But if you think about positive things, that same energy becomes excitement. So this time I just stood up and I told this great story about going rock climbing, and I described my fear as I was climbing the mountain, and I showed it. I moved around the stage. I was jumping around. I was showing this incredibly powerful emotion. I just did it. No more stopping, no more worrying. And I gave a fantastic speech that week. And that week, my class voted that I gave the best speech that week. And of course, I was really excited about that. I realized, this is great. Wow, I finally did it. I understand now. I understand what I need to do. I understood that emotion is the key. Using that emotional energy correctly is the key to success. See, before I had the same energy. I still do now. When I speak to a big group of 300 people, 500 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people, sometimes my hands are shaking. Right? I feel the heartbeat, boom, 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 boom. In the past, when I was beginning, I thought that was fear. But now I realize it's just emotional energy. And I can use that any way I want. And so now, before I give a speech, I'm waiting, I'm ready to start. Maybe the speech begins in 2 hours. And 2 hours before, I'm ready. Already I can feel the energy in my body, and I want to start now, right? Because now I know I can use that energy, and I can put it into my speech, put it into my movements, put it into my emotion, put it into my voice, put it into my story, and it will be more energetic, more powerful. Now I love that energy. So now I can't wait. I want to start. I don't like waiting to speak. I want to do it now. And that's great. In fact, now the only thing that makes me frustrated is if I have to wait too long to go and speak to people. I really want to do it. So I'm not going to stop and worry anymore. Now I know how to go from that immediately all the way to action. So when I jump onto that stage, I'm jumping, I'm moving. I have so much energy and power, emotional power now when I speak. So here's the point for you. I started way back then feeling very nervous. It was difficult for me to stand up and say my name. And I spoke English. It was my language growing up as a baby, but it was still super difficult for me to do that back then. And now, I absolutely love speaking to huge groups. I like big groups because I love the energy, right? If I speak to 2,000 people, I can feel all those people getting excited. I take in all that energy like food, like I'm eating it, like I'm drinking it in, and it's filling me up. Right? So I just have this incredible power. So when I run out and I start speaking to those people, I just feel like I'm super powerful, like Superman. The key thing I learned to do was how to take that same energy, heart beating faster, breathing more, and turn it into power and into action. Now it's my friend. I thought it was my enemy before. Now I realize it's my friend. It's your friend too. Even now, sometimes if you feel quite nervous or shy about speaking English, if you worry about your mistakes, realize that what you're doing, if you focus on your mistakes, then you are taking your energy and you're putting it into something negative. It will then get stronger. That negative thing, the nervousness, the shyness, will then get stronger. You can, instead, focus on being powerful. Focus on feeling that energy and enjoying it. Focus on feeling the energy and giving it to your audience, who you're speaking to. Maybe it's one person, maybe it's 1,000 people. So learning to take your emotional energy and then direct it, aim it in the way you want, in a positive way, towards the person you're speaking to. That's the big key. And that's why I say that emotional energy is really the number one thing you must focus on now. And focusing on that now will cause you to improve your English speaking faster and to speak English more powerfully. And the more powerfully you speak English, the more positive energy you feel, and then the more powerful you speak, up, up, up it goes. More and more and more. So, just as I did, focus your attention on how you feel as you learn English, as you listen to English, as you speak English more and more powerfully. Focus on the feelings, focus on your emotions, focus on your energy. And you absolutely will speak English more powerfully and speak English more confidently. I did it. You can do it too. Okay, I will see you next time. Have a great day and continue to improve your English speaking every day.